皆様、こんにちは, and welcome to クロマティ channel. And it's great to have you with me today on the channel. This is a very important show today. I want to talk to you about Shohei Ohtani's first start in 2 years. Today made his first start with the Dodgers after the surgery 2 years ago. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on his performance and my opinion and my surprise why he was on the mound, okay? You and me here today on the show. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, today was Shohei Ohtani starting back on the mound from 2025 was his last start. Actually, August 23 of 2023 was Ohtani's last start as a pitcher. And it was a big news today. A lot of surprise to a lot of people, especially around the league. But as you know, Ohtani's been preparing for this. The Dodgers had simulated games getting his arm back in condition. As you know, the Dodgers do need another starting pitching, and Ohtani's presence can maybe make up a difference as far as that starting rotation with the Dodgers, who are leading the National League West by a couple of games. They're playing a 3-game series against their rival, the San Diego Padres, and Ohtani's made his debut return back on the mound. Now, I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little surprised by this. This is what happens when you can't tell a superstar no. You can't tell whether it's sports, whether it's a Michael Jackson, whether it's an Ohtani, any superstar, what he wants is what he's going to get. And Ohtani's been desperately trying to get back on the mound for the Dodgers. Now, what I saw today, I want to share with you what I saw today with Ohtani on the mound. And nobody knew exactly what they're going to get today, long as he wasn't going to come off the mound in pain or in agony from not pitching for 2 years. So today was a very experiment. I don't know why the Dodgers needed to start him today. I thought the plan was to start Ohtani after the All-Star break. But once again, you can't tell a superstar no. And Ohtani wanted to get on that mound. He's already pitched a couple of practice games, looked good there, so they figure why not try and see what he has. My opinion is, why are you going to do it against your rivals, the San Diego Padres? This is a team that you got to beat. They're the second best team in baseball. But I was quite surprised that the Dodgers put him on the mound. What I saw today, like everybody else saw today, I saw a few control issues. He gave up a run the first inning. I think he had a wild pitch in there, and he threw 28 pitches. There's a lot of pitches in there. So he worked on his control, didn't have good control, had a decent velocity on his pitches. Other than that, they were really watching him under a microscope, like everybody else who came to that game at Dodger Stadium. The news is Ohtani's back on the mound, so everybody was watching. And then, after Ohtani threw 28 pitches, he didn't go to the dugout. He was the first hitter of the game. So he had to put all the stuff on to get up to the plate to hit because he's the leadoff hitter. And he struck out. So, which I've never seen that before. I never saw a starting pitcher anywhere in my career a starting pitcher leads off the game in a two-way player like Ohtani. Maybe he set a record tonight or first time ever in baseball. I don't know. We'll find that out later, but I've never seen that. So there you have it. He went from the mound to the on deck because he was the first hitter. So my question to you, what did the Dodgers get out of starting Ohtani? Why? Why? What are they really trying to prove by doing this? Well, maybe they tried to do this to test where he is. He's going to be a little sore tomorrow. His body may be a little bit, arm may be a little sore tomorrow. And goodness gracious, we all know he was under a lot of adrenaline, which means your body, he's so ready. He hadn't done it in 2 years. He wants to get out there and prove himself he's ready to pitch and prove to his team he's out there ready to pitch. Everybody. So a decision was made to get Ohtani out there today, which I don't understand. They won it last year without him on the mound. He's proved he's a DH. He's not in good conditions to do both right now. That's why they took him out the first inning. What does this do for the Dodgers? I tell you one thing it does for the Dodgers. It puts a lot of stress on the bullpen. The Dodgers in this game has used over 5 relievers because they took Ohtani out of the game the first inning. 5 relievers. By doing that, that puts a lot of stress on the bullpen. That's got to be competing against the second best team in their division, the San Diego Padres, which is a good hitting ball club. I'm just trying to say why. A lot of things goes into this, but once again, when you are a superstar and the superstar want to do certain things, you're not going to tell the superstar no. So everybody in the Dodgers organization went along with this, putting Ohtani on the mound because Ohtani felt like it. Everybody felt what they saw when he threw in a couple practice games that why not get out there and see what he can do. We do need starting pitching with the Dodgers. And by the way, there have been some talk about Sagano getting traded to the Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants from the Baltimore Orioles. I just figured I'd just throw that in to give you something to look forward to. And we're going to keep you updated on that because if something happens with that, I'm going to give you my opinion on that. But today, quite surprised with this Ohtani situation here. I mean, he's hitting close to 300, 41 RBIs, over 25 home runs. And the Dodgers want to take this chance to put him on the mound and to put pressure and stress on the bullpen early in the game. Use up 3-4 relief pitchers in a 9-inning game against one of your rivals, the San Diego Padres, which is a good ball club. How is this going to turn out? We'll see what they're going to do. Put him out there the next 5 days, 6 days. Put him out there, see what he can do. I'm sure of it now. The next start is going to be more important. They're going to bounce off this start and see what he can do in the next start. They will have a pitch count. They're going to limit his pitch count. They took him out 1 inning, 28 pitches. Then he led off the game, which is kind of interesting for the reporters and the media, all the people who were there at the game today. But I want to share this with you. Somewhere in your life, your business, or you ran across this is what they do with superstars. They have the last call. The manager may have some question marks. The front office, they got to go what the manager does. They can't question the manager. But who's going to take the blame if something happens? If Ohtani gets hurt out there, he comes off the mound like this, and the whole stadium is, oh. We don't want that. I'm not wishing that on him forever. I just want him to get through the inning. So today, it shows me right now. I played against some superstars that wanted to play and played even hurt, compared to superstars who were hurt and didn't want to play. This guy wanted to get out there and pitch. He wanted to get out there. Ohtani, the billion-dollar player, the best player in the game. He wants to do whatever he needs to do to help his team win. So I got to tip my hat to Ohtani in this thing, but I still have question marks. Why they put him out there today? What do they have to gain by this? You're going to read about some of the comments from the manager, Kantoku Roberts. You read about what he says, Ohtani, how he felt. What's the next plan for Ohtani on the mound? But nobody knew what to expect. But he's still hitting the ball. Got a pair of hits today, drove in a couple of runs, 43 RBIs now, over 300. I mean, let's face it, we've never seen anything like this. So don't take this guy for granted. I know I'm not. Get to see somebody play like this. Even the opposing players are in awe of him as well. You know, the Dodgers doing all that dancing thing and all this stuff, like Ohtani's doing all that stuff like that. Some of the Japanese players now here in Japan starting to do the same thing. I'm not crazy about all the dancing and stuff on the field. I'm from the old school. We don't do that. We don't show up the other team by dancing, running around the bases. That's a whole different story. Flipping the bat, dancing around, and doing all the stuff like that. When I play, no. Damn it. Today's players change. That's a whole different topic for Cromartie channel to get into. But we're talking about the best player in the game today, Ohtani. He went on the mound today. If I should give him a scorecard from a 1 out of 10, I'm giving Ohtani today a 3. That's the best thing, and I'm sure Ohtani, he may be pleased with it. He may be pleased, the Roberts may not be pleased. And one other thing I'm finding out Ohtani now, being a superstar, he started to complain a lot. You notice that with Ohtani telling the umpire, no. Safe. He's starting to be a little bit more animated now because he knows he's a superstar. He can do this. That's what superstars do. I'm starting to see another little side to him, his comfortability there. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I played, he wouldn't have been this comfortable at the plate. Ohtani would have been hitting the dirt a lot of times. What I mean like that, he'll get a little bit of that. He'll get a little bit of this. Oh, yeah. It's a different game now. But like I said today, I don't know why. Why did they start him today? It has so many implications to it. We're going to have to wait and see. But I figured I want to share this with you, give you my opinion why a superstar, a mega star in sports and entertainment, you can't tell them no. It's a very hard situation to be in. A lot of stress on a lot of people. And it changes the game a little bit. All right? If you like this segment, push that subscribe button for me and the good button, because without you, Cromartie channel would be the success that it is. And we're trying to get 100,000 subscribers this year. So please touch that button and be a part of Cromartie channel, okay? We got some new things coming your way. This summer's here. We got a few surprises, so stay tuned. All right, I'm out of here, and I'll see you the next time. You and me here on Cromartie channel.